So you really want to make some extra money and you have a really good crafty eye, you like to work with your hands, but you really want to also save some money at the same time. Well, have no fear, friends, because I'm about to show you a new affordable business bundle, especially for the heat press world, on how you can get started with your side hustle today. What is up, Define Squad? Welcome, 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 and welcome back. If you are not new here, my name is Alex at Defined by Alex, where we are defining our lives and building our dreams, y'all. So my friends over at OFFNOVA sent me some wonderful products to show you guys, so that way, like I said, you can get started with your side business today, especially if you are thinking about journeying off into the heat press world. You want to, dabble in vinyl. I'm your girl for that, y'all. So I'm about to show you some really cool products, super affordable, and things that you can buy and start off with today with OFFNOVA. So one thing that they sent me, y'all, was a thermal label printer. This retails for about $149. So it's actually lower than like the famous, most popular like Rollo printer. Even though I have one of those myself, I really like how OFFNOVA is, again, very budget friendly, and they give you quality as well. Now, let me just put you on game. When it comes to this label printer, number one, you're gonna need one for your business. But the cool thing about the thermal label printers is that this does not require any ink for you. All you have to do when it comes to replacing it are the labels themselves. So I really like this, and it's actually pretty affordable when it comes to comparing your label printers. It's gonna be in that $150 range, so if that's your budget, then you're gonna be good to go. Whereas the Rollo printer, that's gonna push you up to like that $180, $190 bracket. So if you want to stay below that, then I suggest you go to OFFNOVA, because it's going to give you the same results, but a little bit cheaper. So that's one thing I liked about their site, you guys, is because they have so much affordability within their site that you can get started with your business today, y'all. Like, I'm not even capping. This is real deal. So when it comes to thermal label printers, it's going to be really efficient for your business. And like I said, you're not going to have to worry about replacing any ink, because all it requires is you to plug it up, install it on your computer, and then you install your labels as well. So in conjunction with the label printer, you have your label tray, and so this is what it looks like here. So ideally, the labels are gonna just feed in this direction, and then you're gonna have your labels here like you guys see in my little tray. And so that's what you're gonna do. So if you want, like more organized setup for your business, I recommend that you get their tray as well, just because it's going to just set you up. Like if you want a clean space and get started off right, then this is going to help you, because then you'll have your label tray, your labels, and then you're going to have your thermal label printer from OFFNOVA, and everything just going to be a nice complete setup, and it's going to be fabulous. All right, so these two items I recommend for all of your shipping needs, just because it's really going to hit when you start your business. Moving on. Okay, so I don't know about you guys and what type of scales you're using, but if you're not using one with the ruler up top, I don't know what to tell you. So this one, their Postal Scale here, y'all see how you have like the actual ruler at the top? That's so innovative. Talk about dual functionality. I mean, you can literally weigh your packages and you can measure them at the same time. Like, listen, I think it's super high functioning when it comes to your shipping needs, because as a business owner, shipping is going to be something that you really got to get right in the beginning, so that way you don't have to, number one, waste money. You don't have to worry about things, coming back to you because they're not labeled properly, or they don't weigh what they need to weigh, and all of these things that you don't want to, tackle with. So when it comes to your, your scales, if you don't have one, I'm going to recommend that you purchase theirs, just because, like I said, the dual functionality, y'all, is what's getting me. Like, I've never seen anything like it. So feel free to check out their scale if you don't have one, because you get the best of both worlds. And they also include batteries. Like, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes your girl don't feel like buying extra stuff once she has bought all of her investment items. Like, if I buy this, I don't want to have to buy batteries. If I buy, you know what, let me stop. But you get my gist. So that scale is going to be best for you, just because, like I said, that dual functionality, I don't know what other place has this, so you need to get you one. Okay, so the last item I want to show you guys is their handheld heat press. Now, full disclaimer, this is my first time using a handheld heat press. When I first started, I kind of wanted to just go big, so I went ahead and got my actual swing press that, if you guys are not new here, you know I use a lot, and that's how I run my t-shirt business. However, if you are just starting off and your budget is lower or tight, you want to just really make sure you stay within the budget, then y'all, check this out. And I'm going to show you how all this works here in just a second. But OFFNOVA, they have their own handheld heat press. You have the functionality buttons up here, and then you have a nice sturdy handle, and you can, boom, press your whatever you want to press, whether it's a shirt or a bag or whatever. You really can just start off just practicing and getting used to the heat press and heat transfer vinyl world, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how this works, but I really thought it was important to also mention that this heat press is right now $109, okay? So not only are you going to be under the $200 threshold, you're also going to be able to achieve pressing any item that you want to try or start off with. If you want to just dabble in crafting something for yourself, for your family or friends, then I highly recommend that you get their heat press. All because, number one, I mean, look how small it is. It doesn't take up much space. You don't have to worry about where you're gonna put it. You can use it on any tabletop, any surface. I would recommend that you use a towel when you're using it, so that it won't like tarnish anything on your table. But other than that, y'all, I mean, you really have a good setup here when it comes to starting your business. And now I'm going to show you how you can use their heat press. I'm going to be pressing my vinyl right here, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to apply my vinyl using their handheld heat press on a bag. So let me show y'all that right now. Okay guys, so I thought about I wanted to actually press a t-shirt instead of the bag that they sent with me. So I went ahead and got myself set up here. Here's the press over here, and here are the settings. 340 at 18 seconds. How I got there was by pressing the temperature button over here right next to the power button. If you guys can see, it's in the middle. So if I press that and if I want to change something, my up and down arrows allow me to navigate to whatever I want to set it to, but I'm going to keep it at 340. And then for the seconds, I'm going to press the clock, and then I can adjust it as well. So I'm going to press this up to 30 seconds. And then you press it again to set it in place, and then that's all you do. So it's super easy to navigate, which is a cool perk if you're just getting started. You really don't have to do too much. Just follow the instructions and press the buttons to what you wanted to have it for your settings, and you're good to go. As a reminder, put a towel on it too, or at the bottom, so that way you won't damage your table or whatever you are about to press it on. And so here are the instructions. So I pretty much just went with the basic PU. If you guys can see here, it says 330 Fahrenheit to 30 seconds. So actually, let me adjust this to 330 because I have it at 340. Okay, so that's going to sit here in just a second. So while that's doing that, I wanted to show you guys this design that I just thought was super funny. But the vinyl that I'm using today, this is actually called the Walla Cut Express from Heat Transfer Warehouse in the color red. It's very similar to the Caesar Easy Weed. So I'm going to be pressing that today on my t-shirt here. And so we're going to see how this is going to play out. Like I said, I've never used a handheld press before, so this is my very first time, and I just figured let's go ahead and just use it on a t-shirt. I didn't want to use the bag because that bag is a different material. It's not cotton, and so I just wanted to honestly just use what I'm so used to and what I know, which are t-shirts. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait till this counts down to 30. Perfect, it's ready. So that didn't take too long, and then when it's ready it beeps green. So okay, let's just try this out. So you put it on top of your design here, and then I'm gonna just press the button so it can count down. I'm just gonna press down on it. All right, fam, so here is the final look again of the shirt that I was pressing. If you guys can see it up close. So the fact of the matter is that I was still able to achieve pressing on a t-shirt using a handheld press. Now again, like I said, I had never used this before, so for me, I was happy to show you guys my mistakes and just working through how to achieve your design. It doesn't matter what you start off with. You still have to just remember that a lot of it is a learning process. You're not going to always get it right the first time, but just enjoy knowing that once you go through those humps and those mistakes, you're going to master it. And I will say this, if it makes you guys feel better, I didn't always get anything right when I had my bigger heat press. So it kind of makes sense that I had to figure out the handheld press, because in my mind, all I ever used was the larger one. So if you guys are interested in any of these products that I showed you today, feel free to click the link below in the description box. So you'll have access to all of OFFNOVA's products, especially if you want to get started out with your shipping items. Go ahead and tackle out getting that label printer, get your postal scale, make things easier and seamless for yourself, so that way your business is always going to be efficient from start to finish. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video of me showing you how these new products from OFFNOVA can be used. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to connect with me. I love talking to you guys in the comments as well. But as always, y'all, don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and always choose yourself first. And I'll be back in my next video. Bye, y'all.